Okay, people. Sailing Prepper here. I'm going to take these off. Okay, just remember, I'm your average Joe learning about sailing and have some prepper experience. Trying this on my newer device. So, today's little episode here, we're going to talk about food storage. This works. Keeps you alive. You can get this too. Canned meats. And when people say, oh my god, how are you going to survive on canned meats? Well, I'm poor. It's how I do it. It doesn't matter if I'm on my boat or not. It's how I do it. I'm just adding over what I do already. A lot of canned goods are what I go through because I can preserve them easier. And they last a long time. And in the process, if I can get regular food, yes. And that's what I suggest everybody do. I am going to be doing powdered eggs. I used to work in the restaurant business at one point. I worked for Taco Bell, for example. I know in a lot of restaurants, they use powdered eggs. A lot of those scrambled eggs you get, they're not regularly scrambled. They're powdered. So you guys are used to using that stuff already. Powdered butter. I intend on having powdered butter. Just add water with a little bit of water for it. As long as you have a water maker, we can get fresh water. There. This, coffee, things like this. Okay, you're not going to be able to get your soda. Live without it. Drink water. You want something to taste good? Get some instant lemonade or something. That stuff will last you a while, and you can get it, and it stores in dry areas. A lot of powdered stuff, a lot of canned goods. That's how I'll do it. Now, there's the possibility of me meeting up with somebody else who, some of you, if you've watched this show, I'm not sure, but if you definitely watch a couple of other sailing shows, you might actually be familiar with them, and I'm not going to give out their name. This is going to be my little secret, okay? If I meet up with them on my boat, we're going to have a little cooking test, okay? Now, this woman really loves her food, and she's like a cooking connoisseur. And I will tell you that she likes her little French cuisines. That's your hint, and that's all you're getting. So, if I do meet up with her, it's going to be one of those things where I end up doing these powdered eggs and seeing if she can taste the difference. If she can say this is survivable, and I do powdered butter, and I'll use it with whatever I cook. I'll do all the instant stuff that you just add water. You could go to Walmart. Let's say you want some baked goods like you want your cookies. All right, for example, I know they do cookies as one. They also do different breads and stuff too with it like this. It comes in a little powdered bag. You just add water. As long as you have a water maker, you can have all those good things without going through a big hassle. You don't have fresh eggs? Powdered eggs work. Now, for long voyages, long term, and survival method, this is a good thing, especially if you're a prepper. Okay? Preppers learn to survive off this stuff. And it's better than MREs. I hate when everybody talks about, oh, I'm going to go get $300 at MREs. Well, $300 MREs ain't that much. And I got news for you. It don't taste that great. Military rations suck. Ask anybody in the military. Most of them don't like MREs. Or at least in the past they didn't. I don't know about nowadays. They prefer real food. Most people do. Okay? Making everything with powdered eggs and all that is not the greatest, but it's survivable. MREs really suck because they're worse than all of that. Okay? Canteen work sucks. And the taste of the food is just nutrition. That's it. Cheap nutrition. Well, powdered eggs, powdered milk, powdered butter, these are things that, people use for that. This actually tastes alright. It's Kool-Aid. I don't have to add sugar anymore to this, so I don't have to keep sugar for this. I might keep some sugar, but that's mainly going to be for my coffee. Because I can't live without coffee. Just like Audrey, I need my coffee. But if I want something sweet, this works. Lemonade works. Instant. You just add it. You do it by the cup. Or you can do a pitcher if you got some place for frozen stuff. So, I'm talking to you about things like mushrooms. These are actual mushrooms in here. Just remove the water. They're diced, they're sliced. This actual food, not powdered. Canned fruits, that's going on my boat. I wish I actually stocked up a little earlier. I might be doing something with powdered eggs soon if I can get it through Amazon. And a little bit of powdered butter on here. Mainly because right now the way things are, getting a little bit of powdered butter and a little bit of powdered eggs would be a good idea, because if we run out, at least we know we have that for a good supply with the coronavirus thing going on. I do not have it. I've had a few people ask me. I've just stuffed up. Spring's finally coming. It's beautiful outside. I'm a little worried about my boat because I've been trying to pay it off. If anybody who knows me knows. And this coronavirus thing, if we go into a lockdown, will really mess with that. Okay. But yeah, this is just sinuses. I get it every year during spring, and then it goes away, and I don't have to deal with it again. It just stuffs up my nose. Other than that, I feel perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm making this video on the new system. I hope that everything's a little clearer. Again, my favorite people, I will shout out to Audrey from Sailing Miss Lone Star, Ray and Sophie on their sailing channel. They are great people. I suggest you watch them. Another good one is what's his name? I don't watch him that often. Salty Sea Dog. He's really interesting to watch. I'm not in contact with him. Anyways, basically, here's a little heads up of what's going on. I'm really worried about getting my boat. If there's a way for me to get donations, if people actually felt like it, I do it, but I don't think people are going to do donations. Just because I'm really worried. I'm even debating getting a loan. I don't like loans. I always pay for cash for everything and up front. That way I don't owe any bills. But then because of that, I don't have any credit. I want to go home to the Philippines. I miss my people there. And I want to be there. And that's why I'm getting this boat. Just for anybody actually wonders, my main result is to go home. That's my home in my opinion. Okay? I have friends, family there, all over that country. I've got very few people left in the United States and no family. My brother, I don't know where he is at all. My half-sisters, I haven't spoken to in years, and then everybody else is dead. Okay? Tia and Yang, I haven't spoken to them in years. Except for a little bit with Yang over the internet. Okay? They're my family. As far as I'm concerned, I consider them half-sisters. They're my sisters. Okay? As far as my biological brother, God knows, I haven't seen him since I was like 12, 13, maybe 14, somewhere around there. That's my past history that I don't really get into, and I won't be on this channel. Needless to say, the coronavirus does worry me with some things. I do suggest stocking up on food. I don't know why people are going for toilet paper. It didn't always exist. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. Having good toilet paper. Yeah, it's a necessity and to some extent, but you can live without it. Food, you can't. That's why I say stuff like this. I'm going to stock up on things that I can preserve. And I'm also going to get a little refrigerator if I can afford it. The kind that would fit on my boat for camping. I intend on doing that. I intend on getting a washer and dryer. But A lot of the sailing people out there, I know you guys all out there are like washer and dryer. Well, it's got to be able to fit on the boat. I can get a washer and dryer that's really small. And that I will show you if I get it. If everything goes well and this coronavirus doesn't screw up things, yes, I intend on getting that. And I know a lot of you guys hate having to wait to do your clothes or doing it by hand with that bucket thing where you plunge it. Yeah, this is just a flip the switch and go. It's a small load, puts it on the spin cycle. You can get it at Amazon. There's a couple different brands for it. Then the other one is a dryer that literally folds down that I can put it in a small box. Like a shoebox size, maybe a little bigger than that. It really doesn't take up much space. And you can always hang your clothes and dry. But the fact of the matter is being able to, at least, if nothing else, wash your clothes without having to do anything. Flipping a switch, filling it from the sink. There's hoses for you to fill it from the sink, literally, that are designed to attach to the sinks. Or at the very least, you can makeshift it and have it run freely into the system. It wouldn't be very hard to do. Trust me. Literally, it'd be like taking a new hose or maybe a hose for a vacuum or something and just cutting it and putting it in so clear water can run through it, you know. And you wash your clothes that way, and then it has a drain out. Use safe detergent for Mother Nature. They do make them. I suggest you use that. That's what I want to use. I want to use the bio-organic detergents because I don't want to dump anything into the ocean. I love my ocean, and we already polluted enough as it is. There's absolutely no sense in doing any more damage to it than necessary, and as little as possible if possible. And I'm going to say it, that's partly why we have half our reasons. Our problems are because we're not healthy, hygienic, and we don't take care of our planet the way we're supposed to. Go figure. Either way, like I said, canned goods, powdered eggs, powdered butter, things like that. It'll last you forever. You don't have to refrigerate it. Bring it with you. It's a good way to survive long term. And if you have a boat, which is designed for mobility, that is like the ultimate prepping device. Unless you don't want to cross the ocean or go somewhere where you have to cross water. If you're okay with the idea of being on the same country, you could do the same thing with an RV or a camper. I would suggest, because I spent part of my life living in campers, do it in a camper that is, I would say, a trailer. Okay, you get those long trailers, they're very comfortable. And you can dishook your vehicle from it, so you don't have to have or bring a second vehicle to make those small trips or bring your entire camper. Leave it at the campsite, leave it in the woods. Drive your car somewhere to get to the store or local areas if you have to. Come back, hitch it up. If you have a truck and you're doing this with a truck or a heavy-duty plumber's van, you have extra storage in that vehicle. The back end of your truck is storage. Great for extra supplies that you might not want to put in that thing. Like dry canned goods and stuff. And if you have it locked up in the back of your truck, or you have it locked in the plumber's van, you're good to go. And that stuff will last you forever. Maybe not forever, but a very long time. Okay? And there are ways to store food to make it last. Okay? The Sailing Prepper. Shout out to Audrey from Sailing This Lone Star. And a shout out to Ray and Sophie. And anybody else that's doing what I'm doing or trying to. Because being that nomad community, completely self-sufficient on a boat, pretty close. That's a pretty good thing. Matter of fact, if you're self-sufficient on a boat, you're out in the ocean. They say no groups of 50. Stay away from everybody. You got a home. You're out in the ocean. You're far as possibly can be away from everybody at that point. And I'll tell you, you want to quarantine yourself and keep away from everybody? That would be your best bet. Unfortunately, I can't do it right now. I wish this didn't come around for a few more months because I'd be out there and I'd be like, I wouldn't care. I'm quarantined already. But I didn't make it that far yet. Those who have are lucky in that aspect. Uh, and like I said, sailing's not for everybody. But my thing's not just for sailors. It's for preppers in general. Short term, gotta run, gotta pack up, fine, whatever. Stay at home and bundle down, fine. All these things can be used to some extent. If you're on the run, the best thing to do is a grab bag, ditch bag, run out the door. With as little as possible or whatever easy vehicle, hopefully off terrain, you can use. Motorcycle would be really good if you're going light. Actually, I'd say more like an off-road, on-road dirt bike. Because you want vehicles that can go on and off-road. Or something heavy-duty like a plumber's van or a truck, pickup. You know. Car's only going to get you so far. And you can't always go off-road with them. RV. Attach a truck or a van to an RV. Or not an RV, trailer. You can bring your house with you. Keep you safer longer. Go somewhere with it. That's how it works. Be like camping somewhere. Anyways, this is 17 minutes. I know that they're very picky, or at least they used to be, about how long this is. So, this is Sailing Preppers signing out. Have a good one.